Hello, I am Holly Patrick, Senior Journalist at North Star Meetings Group UK, and I am delighted to be joined today by Katie Whitby from the Venues Collection. Katie, thank you for joining me.
Oh, thanks, Holly, for inviting me.
So tell us a little bit about the Venues Collection and how you came to be involved with them.
Well, actually, it's bizarre because I actually came to this show 2 years ago, and as a supplier, actually, I was working for a business travel agent at the time, and I met Georgie Porter on the Venues Collection stand and was really impressed by the sustainability initiatives that the company do and the whole ethos. And actually, I was thinking about coming back to hotels, and actually, I thought I want to work for that hotel group.
What was it about the hotel group that made you inquisitive and made you think this is my next career move?
I think because of the bigger picture, we're owned by a larger organisation, and actually the ethos around the sustainability, the people, the just everything about them, and the five, they're just small, the 5 venues, so it's not a huge role, it's just 5 that I can really get a grip on.
Brilliant. So tell us, you mentioned there about the sustainability credentials. Tell us a little bit more about that and what the Venues Collection is up to.
So we've got some great accreditations. We've got the green, so we have our green meetings accreditation, which we're actually silver and we're going for gold. We have got so many initiatives on site, from compost recycling, so
cool.
We have a zero waste policy, to food, carbon labelling our food.
I've been reading a lot about the connection with mental well-being and food and that kind of whole delegate well-being experience.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that tie in with the Venues Collection? What are you doing on that?
Food is absolutely massive for not only for sustainability but for mental well-being. So we all know that if we sit and eat a lunch, a stodgy lunch, deep fried lunch, we are going to have that slump in the afternoon. And actually, what the scientists are telling us, everybody's telling us that we need to eat a more nutritional, healthy, balanced food diet, and that's majority, our menus are 50% plant-based, and actually including those whole grains in your diet gives you such a better feeling at the end of the day and actually reduces stress and anxiety.
Wow, that's fascinating. So what sort of things are on the menu? Can you give us an example of maybe like a 3 courses, or is it more buffet? Or?
It's more buffet. We tend to have a huge big salad bar with all different types of salad, but we actually use ingredients literally from root to tip. So we use all the ingredients, so nothing is spared. We absolutely use everything. And then warm dishes can be anything from gnocchi to fresh chicken to, I can't think of all the things on the menus.
No, well, that's all right. I mean, it's just after lunchtime as well, so or nearly lunchtime, so everyone's a little bit hungry. So talking then about well-being of a delegate, and I know that the Venues Collection is really focused on that. We see that a lot, and that's a lot of the feedback you get from delegates. Tell me about some of the venues within the Venues Collection that delegates and planners can meet in.
Yeah, so we've got, in each venue, we've got outdoor space that you can use for wellness walks, for nature walks, to get people together to do team building, which is a massive, I think when we're all talking team building, actually bringing all your team together and working together outside can really boost staff morale. It can, doing community events, it can really boost everyone and really just make you feel good and releasing that endorphin. So we've got lots of venues that have loads of outdoor space.
I totally get that, because so often we see in-house meetings and they say, come from your property where you're comfortable to another room, and it's like, we could just meet online. I know that's not a business, but we could just meet online. But then saying to your staff, or saying to meeting delegates, why don't we meet in the park? Why don't we incorporate a walk? You're not necessarily looking at each other then either. It's a lot more gentle and informal, isn't it?
Yeah,
definitely. Are you seeing a trend towards that as well?
Absolutely.
That kind of informal
and
meetings?
I think a lot of the time we assume that everybody feels really comfortable going into a meeting environment, going to a hotel setting, going and having that official 3-course meal, when actually they don't. They feel really uncomfortable. They don't know where they're going. They don't know if they've got, they need to feel safe. They need to feel comfortable. They need to feel warm in the environment that they're going into, and that they're not going to have to sit at a very formal 3-course meal. It's far nicer to have a barbecue outside than it actually is to sit and have a 3-course formal dinner. And I think having the flexibility in your different venues to do that really relaxes your delegates.
And that's where they look to you, obviously, as part of the venues collection to say, what can you do for us? And you have that portfolio there to offer them.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. So my last question to you then is, what's new with the venues collection? Is there anything that you can share with us that's coming up?
There's lots of things coming. There is lots of things coming. So we are getting our EV chargers. They're just due to come in. There'll be solar panelled EV chargers. We've got them on 2 of our venues at the minute. The rest of the 3 should be completed by the end of this year. We have just launched our all our dairy-free desserts. So every single dessert on our menu is dairy-free, and there is lots more to come. So keep an eye out.
Fantastic. It all sounds very exciting. It's been a pleasure chatting to you today, Katie. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much.